We're just out the Blaydon Nature Reserve, and that's a small map of what it all is. Tells you what you're welcome to Blaydon Nature Reserve. It's an old railway. Volunteering for further information, Forestry Commission, Gated Council, missing, there's the cat pictures there. But you can see there's 2 or 3 ponds on there. And just shows you how far it is. The little walkways through the woods, isn't it? Well, that's how we're going. We're just on another one of our little nature walks again today. We've come down to Blaydon. We have got a video of this wood.
We've been doing once, haven't we?
It was at the beginning of the year though, wasn't it? It was like March or April, and it was...
I remember right at the bottom here, a couple of years ago, we've seen the wagtails.
Oh, and the bullfinches and all that. There was dippers at the... There was a kind of... But when we came here earlier on in the year, there was no leaves on the trees, and out was there, it was just like bare. It was still like late winter, if anything.
Like really early spring.
Aye. But that was the bottom path, what we're on doing there. We're on the top path.
There's text you're doing to that path.
Aye, we're on the top like pathway, it's leading down onto it. But
there's an old mining places, wasn't it?
Yeah, they used to do something down here. There's old pictures on the internet about it.
There's an old mining place.
And all the works, because it's just all like bits of stonework and quarry. It hasn't been demolished properly. You can just see like levels of embankment and this old pathways, bits of stone buildings are just taken over by the trees. But we're just hoping on seeing something unusual, as usual. We haven't caught out yet on camera. We've just come up off the side of the path here, and there's these bits of old brickwork, and I should have started the video a bit.
Because I mean, like that old entrance is a mine, but what's been totally bricked off, but they had them now. This would have been.
I should have started the video a bit further down so we could see it, but we weren't expecting to see these like doorways and that. I've got a little tiny pocket torch on. Is it? I'm gonna have a look down.
I don't really know.
That looks like that's a bit of an arch. Camera's having trouble as usual. Is it? That. Fucking nearly shit myself.
Because they bricked up from the roof.
Like the camera tend to settle. When I'm moving around too quick, it's bouncing all over. I didn't want to pop my head on jade now. That's a dead end. Shouldn't say things like dead end. But there's a...
No, you would have thought...
I expected this to open up inside here because...
Would you not get out the likes of nesting here? I mean...
I would think there would be bats in, if anything.
Aye, bats, but...
It's like, it's even too dark for swallows and that, isn't it?
I was going to say, they wouldn't like the dark, would they?
Not this bad anyways. People have been in here, there's bits of rubbish and that. Sticks and everything. I'm looking up ahead to see if I can see any bats. Oh, there's a nest there, man.
Where?
Up there.
Alright, it's been a while like that.
Ah, it's been like an old rent or something. Look at that, it's all made of moss and stuff. I was expecting to see at least a bat. But there's none. Oh. And there's a bit of a tunnel just here on this side. That one, there's a bit of an alcove in there in the top. 1 minute. That opens up into there. I'm not sure what's going to be under there. think they've been deliberately blocked in. Deliberately bricked up. These were probably old coke ovens, because they've got inlets and outlets and stuff like that. Good enough places for the likes of rats and other mammals to make it the home, I suppose. And but this wall here, it's like a, there's got to be like a hollow in there. Out in there, and out in there.
And now, you mean that just went right to the back like that?
I went right to the back and that, like, there's concrete at the back, it's been blocked in for some reason. It'll be the same on this one. It looks like it's been blocked in as well. Cause they can much further back. There's brickworks up on the top as well. Aye. See, they're gone into nowhere land. But you can see that one across there, what we've just been into, and it's probably about 10 foot by 12 square, and there was only a little thin passage along the back and a run the other end of it. So it's like blocked off into nothing. They bricked it up. There'll be a hollow chamber in there somewhere. It's the same on this one. This one's not as big, but I'm just working the way through on this. Well, there's a bit of a passageway through here and another arch.
I hasn't gone in, I just looked at
Aye.
it.
I'll just have a quick look now and get it on camera. Aye. Just to see what it looks like on camera. Oh. I'm more worried about rats than anything else, because you will get them. It's all been filled in there. Something's made that its home. Don't know what. That's another part of the void what I was on about around the back. I like being in places like this for the likes of rats. See if I can get out. Down through there's a pathway. Well, not much of a path, but that was probably the path we went in the first time, you know, like, because it was straightforward to get into there. But it's just off the path as well, isn't it?
Canteen, isn't it, dogs?
Yeah, wouldn't like to go in there in the dark, like. No. That's the top of Blaydon there. We've walked down from up the top, and that's where the scrapyards are, just up there, and we're going to walk in the path. A big wall on that side as well. We've just come a bit further down here, and we're about 200 yards down.
There's a little
It's like
steps going up
like a stairway. Looks like it gets used though, doesn't it? Either like a footpath or something, because there's no nails growing on it. No.
I bet you look creepy in the dark.
Hi. Oh, look brilliant in the dark. Dangerous. Dangerous in the dark if you slide down these. They're not much of a step, are they?
built, is it? No.
Nah, not much. I don't know. People must just come up here for a look. Where's
Oh, yeah. Bit opening on it now, just looks like a flat concrete roof or something.
like a platform.
Yeah. Like I said, I wish I knew more about the place.
There's old brick walls and everything all over, isn't there?
We'll have to look it up then.
Aye.
I didn't even know.
I'm being careful, like, because it's not solid concrete, like, but there's like ditches. Oh, there's a hole there, man. Do you know what this is?
What?
This is that park down on the front.
Oh, when it's got like
3 big caves in it.
Right,
Aye, like open
yeah.
spaces.
Yeah.
Get a look at one here. And that one, this one comes out straight ahead.
Think you could make it up there?
Oh, I would, but I'd be knackered for the rest of the day. I wanted to get down on the front of there, down the bottom there, and have a look down there anyways. There's a hole there. I'm being careful where I'm standing in case it's all covered up. Kids these days, they probably do it deliberately. Little man traps. I get back down, I'm gonna have a look. Have a look at it from down on the bottom. I'll leave the camera on for these steps, like, because you never know, it might just be a hit video where I roll down them. Because they can't be steep. And not all overgrown, you've got to walk down them sideways to get down them. Yeah, they're not that bad. Looks worse than what it is. That's what we've just been standing on top of.
I don't know what these would have been though.
No.
You know what I mean? I mean, just a few holes on top of the wall.
The kids must climb up now. There's a footpath leading onto them. Kids must climb up and climb in.
I wonder what they actually were.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
There's
I know what you mean. It just... This end one seems to have gone back at least 10 foot. Old abandoned mine works. They've got, like, there's an old bit of a tear under them. You can see the branches in there where they've made a seat. It looks like a car tire or a wagon tire or something. What they've been using to sit on. I can just see the tread and the light. There's a bird in there making a bit of a strange noise.
all I've seen in there is jackdaws as we walk
Ah,
past.
there's a load of jackdaws in there. I would just like to see what this is. I don't know.
Is it not just another weird noise that jackdaw makes? But we've never heard it digging.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird. I've just never... It's just in the back there, somewhere. In that dead tree. I'll see if I can creep in a little bit. It's just got us intrigued because I've never heard that before. I'm seeing it.
All I can see is jackdaws, there's loads of them, but they must all just be young.
Aye. I'm seeing it's a bird. It might not even be a bird. Maybe something totally different. There's something moving about the back of that ivy.
Whatever it is.
I've seen a couple of the branches flickering. Oh, there's something up that tree at the back there, behind the ivy tree.
Can you see it though?
I've seen it bounce up the tree and I can see grey squirrels running all over at the top. Might not have picked them up on the camera like. It's disturbed some bird or something, and where the grey squirrels have disturbed the bird or something. I think that's what's making all that noise now. The bird that's been disturbed. I'm just a bit unsure of what to swallow these nettles because of the likes of wasp hives. Like I keep saying, we're still in one last year and it's nasty experience standing in a wappy's hive. If I can just get into the clear a little bit. Bumblebees behind us. Oh, just seen the branch move again. I've just never heard that before. That's the only reason. Keen to have a look.
There's this one hole in a tree just there, can you see it?
Whereabouts? Is it through there?
It's an ash tree or what it is, but that looks like a perfect one hole. That thin tree just there. Come out.
Oh, right, I can see it.
Can you see it?
I halfway up the tree.
Ah.
Aye.
But it looks like it's like not a natural hole, it looks like it's something what's been made now for woodpecker or whatever.
Aye. Can you get in that way easier than this way? Because I'm getting nettled to bits in here. I came around a different way here to try and get to this noise. Because whatever that is just in there. Just
Annoying.
Do you know what it is?
They're in there, it's a woodpeckers. It is, it's the chicks in the hole. You wouldn't know, I couldn't see it. Although, I think it'll be a woodpecker's egg. Might have been something else what's nested in an old woodpeckers.
It could be a green, you know.
But we'll need to get a chance to see the bird because it will be coming back if it's got young, wouldn't it?
Especially if they're that big. Shall we get back on the path and stand on the path or something? Now
there's a little bird up the top of the tree, but I'm not sure what it is. It's too quick, it's keep jumping behind the leaves.
Oh, high,
it's like a
higher up.
Kind of browny colour, but
Is that coming over there?
it is. Got to be.
I'll get doing a bit further forward so I can get more in line with it. And
But if you look on the front of the hole, it looks like
there's droppings on the front.
Aye.
That one for it's.
Are you sure? No, it's not, is it?
It's up behind.
Something just above you there.
I can see that. It's like a little willow wobbler or something.
Aye.
Is it a willow wobbler or a black cap or...
It might be a black cap. Can I get a look at the top yet? Just see the back end of it. Can you see it there?
Oh, it's gonna go down, isn't it?
Is it a warbler or a...
I'm not, it's one of them, it's gonna go down.
That's not what's making the noise, is it?
No, no. Can you still see it?
Right.
Aye.
There you go.
We've just walked down about 50 yards from where we just heard that.
Some more steps, and the wood's leading to...
Leading anywhere.
Unless they're not going round.
Looks like a bit of a pathway on the top, I don't know. There must be, like, they've made them into old pathways all over the place. Because it looks like it's getting well used, doesn't it?
I think it's still, I'm going to do a walk just to see it.
We'll go up one. We'll have a look. Because if anything, they're going to come back down on the cells, aren't they?
Right, just for... Like,
Aye. Just for to make a video. Look, oh, good, like a twisted spiral type. Oh, there's a spiral run on the top.
Oh, dear, you can have a look.
Because you can either go that way, a bit awkward that way, or they've built this bit of a pathway here. Oh, and they lead all the way up there.
That's just you are wooden steps.
Aye. I'm not going up that way, like. It's not very nice when you're scared of heights. It's not. It's a canny height, but it's not much of a drop. You could stop yourself from falling easily there. That's why I'm not as bothered about this one.
Where we going?
Yeah, we're gone.
Back down by the looks of
Aye, because that's
I think this is going to take
it takes you up onto the fields on the top, doesn't it? Like a blaydon, one Leighton. We're going back down them. I thought it might have went around and down, but it doesn't.
You head up there to the ponds.
Aye, there's a pond up on the top. There's a little bridge just down there through the trees and that. We'll have a look at that.
Keep the spot out, haven't you?
Aye. I'll just leave the camera on while we're walking down here. Just to make the video a little bit more interesting. Because you'll get a lot of people that kind of get out though, like get to these places. Probably never been down here, lived in the area all their life and never been down here. Signpost there, cycle route right into Crow Crook. And the one pointing up and down Keelman's Way and back up is Greenside. That takes you down to actual Blaydon, down that way.
The line will come up from Blaydon.
It says Keelman's Way, but it's like in between Blaydon and Stella, just before you get to Stella area. I can hear a bullfinch in there. Not something we've heard much of this year. I'll get into the middle. I can have a look at this stream. Aye. It's the old rust off the... Now the works. I don't know if it's to do with the cork or something that...
Because earlier on the year we were here and thought
there
was something in the stream down there on the rock.
Ah, you could see it in the rock.
It was all as clear as out, but you can hardly actually see
you can see the stream quite clear up here.
Yeah, I think that.
People have been hiding rubbish, you know, like. But you cannot even see the... You can see it a little bit. We came down earlier on in the year and it was really overgrown. I mean, like, undergrown, if anything. But there's nothing growing. So that's what I plan for the day, just to come down and see the video of the difference when it being like early summer now.